Welcome to the North Jersey Civil War Roundtable. At the beginning, let me just start from the beginning. At the beginning of the program, we've been offering for various roundtables, Historical Society, tonight's the Rotary Club, 10 minutes to speak about your organization. You come on a quarter of, and it's a strict 10 minutes of it, but it gives a chance for people all over the country to meet each other. Last month, we had John Sarna from Arkansas. I mentioned Phil Whaley from Diane, from Pasadena, and we've had various roundtables from all over discussing just 10 minutes about them. Let me tell you what Judge Harper is. He's a member, obviously, of the North Jersey Civil War Roundtable. What makes it unique before he begins his presentation on the Rotary Club, about 20 years ago, John Harper started a Civil War legal program. And at that time, we still do. We have speakers, judges, attorneys, etc. Those are the only ones that are allowed to speak on the panel that we have here. We are the only Civil War roundtable to host an annual program devoted to the law, etc. We've had programs on the 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment, but the attorneys are the ones. That discuss this. These aren't library talks, by the way. What happened 2 years ago, the program was watched and was offered uh, as a continuing legal education program. So that gives you an idea of the quality of the program that we had here. Now, back to, I'm still talking about John Harper. I had the privilege of being invited to speak about 10 minutes ago for a short time at the Rotary Club here in Morris Plains, New Jersey. And at that time, I didn't realize at that point, uh, but certainly, I offered to John to continue. Or I'm getting crazy stuff here on my computer. To speak about the Rotary, and that's what he's going to be doing for the next 10 minutes. He'll be speaking about the Rotary. John, you're on.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Our Rotary Club.
Please turn off your people. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you. Our Rotary Club, the Rotary Club of Morris Plains, was formed in 1973, chartered December 17th, 1973. I'm one of the last surviving members. I'm one of the original founders. There were two attorneys and an editor of a local newspaper in Morris Plains who founded the club. The editor was Stan Simons. He had the Morris Newsbee, and the Morris Newsbee continues to publish today, even though Stan has passed on a number of years ago. The Rotary Club of Morris Plains came about because it was a community movement started by the editor of the local paper and myself, a local attorney, and another local attorney who was also at one time mayor of the town. I had been on the council as well. We started the club with the idea in mind of gathering together various members of different professions. Rotary was started, Rotary International, in 1905 by Paul Harris. Paul Harris started in Chicago, Illinois, the Rotary that became the Rotary International. His idea was to form an organization with varied members who could exchange information about their backgrounds and work together in the service of the community. And ultimately, it morphed into the International Rotary and became a world-class organization that has worked in various disciplines to help countries, both foreign and our United States of America. The Rotary is perhaps best known for the work done to eradicate polio, to also provide fresh drinking water to members of various countries. It has worked to help children, to feed starving children. The idea of the Rotary International was to take, let's say, conflict resolution, which is another one of their objectives, and teach local citizens of various countries, members of the club, and students about conflict resolution in an effort to foster peace and promote peace. So when we were introduced as a group of local men at the time, it's now a group formed by men and women, but Rotary at that time was strictly a male organization back in the early 70s. When we were introduced to it, we really caught on to the idea of community service. We were also impressed with club service. Community service is the idea that we as local citizens and Rotary members would work in the efforts to, we founded and assisted a medical alert program. We ran a local fishing contest. We did a window painting contest for the children. We did blood drives. We do many more things on the local level. We improve the community by giving a clock, a local clock to the center of town. We put up a pavilion for in the recreation area in the park in town. We did so many things over the years to improve the benefit and give the benefit to the local citizens of Morris Plains and Morris Township. We donated a scoreboard over in the township. We also work in the area of club service. That is to say that we're trying to, through the various clubs, Rotary International has between members and affiliates about 1.1 million people. They have numerous clubs throughout the world. And in keeping with their method and working and help of people and fostering and promoting goodwill, we continue to do that at the local level. We also did a lot of work in vocational service. We had educational assemblies. We provided leadership skills to our officers. We did a number of things to promote involvement, including involvement at the local high school with the teenagers, and through RILA and through our club scholarship program. The idea, some of the principles of Rotary are, and this is the so-called four-way test you may have heard a lot about if you're somewhat familiar with Rotary. You always are to ask yourself about what you're doing. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Would it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? The idea as a service club to promote the benefit and to promote the goodwill and provide benefits to the local community is a very important thing. We continue to flourish and to promote those objectives. We look forward to having speakers every week. We have speakers who come from various disciplines in the community. We have doctors, lawyers. We have Rich as the president of the North Jersey Civil War Roundtable. We had a number of speakers who bring their life experience and their information and promote their own organizations by speaking to us. That's always part of a Rotary meeting. There's a fellowship part where we welcome our guests, we sing a song, we have a Rotary song, and we just try to make everyone who comes to us feel welcome and feel a part of our organization. And we work to give charitable contributions to soccer clubs, to baseball groups, football groups, all local people. The organizations come in, and if they're looking for help, we try to get behind whatever they're doing and to promote it. So Rich had asked me, because I had invited him as a speaker to come and share information about the North Jersey Civil War Roundtable. He asked me to speak briefly tonight about the Rotary. We'd love to have any of you who would be interested to attend one of our meetings. You don't have to live in Morris Plains or Morris Township to belong to our club. We have a lot of women members as well as men. As I told you, originally it was a man's organization. We have now full and complete diversity, and we're very proud of that. And we want to have our membership reflect the population demographics of New Jersey. So having said all that, I think it's getting close to my end of my talk. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but I'd be glad to answer them as best I could.
I do you a favor. I really pride myself on a strict time. But if anybody will contact me, through this, then I'll lateral over the question over to you through that. But for
Sure.
anybody's
We have a website, www. Morris Plains Rotary Club. If you just put that into your browser, you'll come and find our website. The same is true. There's the Rotary International as a website that you can go to for further information.
Thank you. Okay, for the rest of you who are listening, that's exactly what we're referring to, the 10 minutes of time you'll have for your roundtable. And as I say, just scrolling through some of the people we had, obviously you have California, we have Monheimer from New Mexico, Venezuela. So we're covering a nationwide, you'll have a nationwide audience through here.